welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Milwaukee Bucks at Fiserv Forum. Well, for Milwaukee, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. And we'll see LeBron James playing in this one. He's made no secret.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep.
That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
The Bucks took a massive leap in coach Mike Budenholzer's first season in Milwaukee. Budenholzer said he joined the organization at the perfect time. The new facilities, the energetic fans, the great roster, ownership, front office, everything is set up to have great success. And he added, I feel fortunate to be the coach. Kevin?
The feeling no doubt mutual. Thanks, DA. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Middleton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the 1. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. Well, Clark, what a year it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo last season. He took everything to the next level from the get-go. He became a top player in the NBA.
And you know what, guys? Early on, you could see it and you could feel it. It was going to be a special year for Giannis because his progression and development, his hunger, his commitment, his work ethic, all of that helped him become the MVP of the league against a pretty competitive field of MVP candidates.
Here's James following the basket by Giannis. Over Middleton, a nice shot by LeBron.
Hey, you can't find any fault with the defensive effort there. I mean, at the end of the day, James's great offense was better than outstanding defense.
Here's DiVincenzo. He had 19 points in the win against Dallas. Offline with his 3. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bradley dishes to Davis. Pass to Green. Fires for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
Bledsoe taking his time here. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 6 points for Giannis.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Now, here's Kuzma. No good on the triple. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, with the floater, DiVincenzo can't hit it. Lakers trail by 3. The drive by James, and the dunk by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
Here's LeBron. Here's McGee trying to get open as Kuzma. Tries again, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Avery Bradley.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Middleton. And here is Ilyasova. 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Howard. Lakers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Middleton the pass to Hill. And here is Ilyasova. He's covered by Rondo. Bounce pass from Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Rondo against Hill. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. The wing jumper off target.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
James outside. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Ilyasova. Bucks leading by 3. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the rebound goes to Howard.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Hits the three-point bomb.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Hill looking it over. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
James, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight.
Here we go now.
Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player, because I know this is just the beginning.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
They've got Hill. Marvin Williams is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Williams. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Chris Middleton. The Lakers also with a sub. Davis is checked in for Dwight Howard. Lopez, no good on the free throw.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
Here's Hill, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And that one, good.
I think that's why Hill's teammates really like him. I mean, he gets to the hoop rapidly and really does it in a simple-looking fashion.
Caruso, the dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Look at Milwaukee. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they just understand how good they really are. One of the biggest hurdles is to avoid complacency, though, down the stretch.
And it's Lopez penetrating. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
You know, after making 1-3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
Offensive rebound. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, offensive rebound. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
And shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 4-point game. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Robin Lopez. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Avery Bradley comes in for Caldwell-Pope. Here's Caruso. Over in the corner, Green drills it from outside. Green's got 6 points. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. Now here's Bledsoe. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Antetokounmpo fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Free throw good. Giannis.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the miss by Anthony Davis.
You know, I think it's critical that Bledsoe shoots with confidence off the catch. I mean, I like that mentality.
A minute 50 left now here in the second. The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Lakers trail by 5. Now here's Bradley. 8 points his last outing. There's the pass to Caruso. Los Angeles with another miss. The Bucks have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. For 3, Bledsoe, offensive rebound. And that one's good by Giannis. And now a 7-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez, and Middleton subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. JaVale McGee comes in for Davis. James checked in for Alex Caruso. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Milwaukee leading by 4. DiVincenzo passes to Ilyasova. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with. A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
Here's Bledsoe. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tie game in Milwaukee. It's time now to go courtside as we said.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 17 points and 7 rebounds. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive board. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side. Guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Avery Bradley, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Lopez after the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Giannis. The 19-foot shot gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Nice finish there to put him up in the game. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get some more of those touches down the stretch.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Yeah, you know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court, and when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Now here's Bledsoe. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
LeBron James on the wing, defended by Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. He squares up and sinks it. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Here's DiVincenzo. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Lopez. Here's Giannis. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Antetokounmpo's got 21 in the game.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Hill comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Avery Bradley.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Giannis inside, covered by Morris. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Antetokounmpo. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. And another basket for Milwaukee.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Los Angeles leading by 5.
Well, you know, the Bucks can be a real force on defense. We're the top-rated defense last season in the league and #1 in rebounding and challenging shooters as well.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Well, I like the thrust on those jams. I mean, Williams is somebody you got to keep out of the paint.
And Clark, the length and size of the Bucks, a big part of their defensive success.
Well, I agree. I mean, versatile defenders across the board for the Bucks. They can handle switches and pick and rolls comfortably. Makes for a very strong defensive force no matter who's on the floor for this team.
And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Howard's checked in for Markieff Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Nice to see Williams be more assertive driving inside, something I'd like to see more from him.
Here's Rondo. They're leading by 8. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Davis inside, working on Ilyasova. Sinks the triple. And that's 13 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Caldwell Pope against Hill. For 3, Middleton, rebounded by Howard. Lakers leading by 11. Kuzma passes to Caldwell Pope. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell Pope, KCP.
Now here's Bledsoe. 6 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis. A go-to scorer's mentality for Kyle Kuzma, Clark. He's got a wide array of shots at his disposal.
Well, I don't know if there's a more versatile scorer as a young player in the league than Kuzma. He's got the turnaround jumper, the sky hook, step backs, drives it aggressively. Boy, he has got a lot in that book bag of his.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Howard dishes to James. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Boy, you're playing with fire anytime you leave somebody open on James' team. I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Here's Bledsoe. That one off the back iron and out.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. Then it's Williams. Then there's Hill, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Hill against Caldwell Pope. Hill passes to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hill against Rondo. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. That's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 6th assist on the night. Bucks trail by 20. Here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to Williams. And again, the Bucks miss. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, a former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
First one falls for him. And like many big men in the league, Clark, as he's aged, Marvin Williams has relied more on his outside shooting.
You know, he's been in the league a long time, guys, but when he first came in back in the mid-2000s, there was less emphasis on forwards being able to shoot the ball from outside. Give him a lot of credit for adjusting to the league and honing a shot that has always been a skill that's been part of his package. He can knock down the deep shot now.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bradley. Drops in the layup for 2. Bradley's got his first basket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
On the wing, Giannis. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Marvin Williams. And the Lakers also making a change. Davis is checked in. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. Here's LeBron. That one good for 2. LeBron's got 24.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
Passes to DiVincenzo. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Here's Davis, and McGee kicks to Green. Over Middleton. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
To the paint. Here's DiVincenzo. Count it.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
LeBron outside. Green inside the three-point line. Here's McGee. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Lakers also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Davis. Alex Caruso comes in for James. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Bradley.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in, Kevin. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bledsoe, and it's sent back by Howard. Shoots from 14, and he hits the jumper for 2.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And here's Bledsoe. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.